My name is Ridgechaser, and I'm a North American racer in the motorsports subset known as Touge. So how the heck did we end up filming on this popular tourist destination of Hawaii? Like any good car-related story, we begin in a shady garage, meeting a stranger that messaged me on the internet. We later know him to be the Pontiac Firebird driver, Backpain 4, who currently is a record holder for both the uphill and downhill on his home course. But at the time, he could have been some serial killer for all we knew. Anyways, if you have been on this channel long enough, you may remember his battles against some local Miatas in mainland America. We were planning to film more, but plans changed, as Backpain, along with his WRX Firebird, left the mainland to move to the island state of Hawaii. Let's take a very quick lesson before we move on. Hawaii is in the middle of the Pacific Ocean between Japan and North America. There is a strong cultural influence from white people in the 18th century and Japanese immigration in the 19th century. Fast forward a couple decades. Some Mitsubishis crash into a harbor, and now Hawaii is the 50th state of the United States of America. Even though Hawaii has a connotation of being a tourist destination full of sunburnt boomers, we're about to discover its more diverse, cultured side. Of course, to understand the Touge scene in any area, you must first make contact with the locals. I'll let Backpain explain how he managed to do that.
Basically, I wanted to change the career, change the pace, change the environment. I've been there all my life. I was like, you know what, I want to see what the islands are. There was an opportunity. So I was leaving work, went to work in the morning at 8, got off about 5, I was driving back. The chance of it, I was running a little bit late because I'm like, you know what, I'll just do some Instagram story real quick without the car starting. So I get on the freeway, and I notice in my rearview mirror after I get on the freeway, this white 180SX, full body kit, everything. The car's following me. And he gets right up in my rear quarter panel up to the point where, up to like his front wheels are matching my rear wheels, and he follows me for about 2 miles and pulls off, right? The second I got home, I got messages from S2K, from Cherri, from all these other drivers, all once on IG saying, hey, we saw you race the ridgechasers Miata on YouTube, welcome to the islands, bro.
It's almost too absurd to be true, but those in the Touge scene know that the right drivers have a strange way of gravitating towards each other. If the first sighting wasn't on the freeway, it would have been on the mountain itself. Either way, here we are now, with Backpain's Firebird being recognized from an obscure YouTube video of all things. And it's now time to meet our first local.
What's up, this is Backpain 4 out here in Oahu. Today, for the first ride along on the island, my Touge career out here, I got Cherri. So what we got here is
2019 WRX.
Alright.
Brand new last year. I did a couple bolt-ons, corriente, a bomba, blow-off valve, and my side exit exhaust. Straight out the turbo.
And what made you choose this exhaust? Was it performance or?
It was performance, and I won't be scraping my exhaust. If it were a full exhaust, I'd be scraping it. Stock brakes.
Stock brakes, stock everything?
I set the tires on. I'm on some Falcon Anli 615Ks. I'm on some BC coilovers.
And another prominent feature of your car is the huge wing.
Oh yeah.
So what made you choose the wing?
To be honest, I did that just for style, but I could kind of feel it, but not really. It just caused so much drag.
Right. Now, Cobb, what have you done? Do you have a Cobb tuner?
Oh yes, I have a Cobb tuner stage 2 E-tune.
So your main road is TANTs, yeah? How long have you been doing TANTs with this?
I've been doing TANTs for almost a year already. As long as I've had this car.
Now a lot of viewers that are going to be probably watching this will be curious what everyone does as an occupation. Do you mind telling what you do to fund your habits?
I work landscaping to fund this car 6 days a week. Only time I'll have fun is on the weekends.
Hey, I know the struggle. We all know the struggle having to work the overtime to afford our toys, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we'll cut over to the onboard footage. We'll see. Hopefully TANTs ain't wet tonight so we can actually see what this beast can do properly. And we'll see you on the mountain.
The next weekend night, the locals arranged to meet at a nearby gas station before starting the first battle. If there's one thing the TV show Initial D got right, it's that gas stations are a common meet spot. If you're not in the Touge scene yet, just be glad you aren't spending so much money on gas.
No, just go straight down Pali. Straight to Arco.
The first battle with Cherri and Backpain begins, with a third car running behind Firebird as a chase camera. The conditions are wet and low grip, which is far too common for the Oahu locals. The chase car stays further back than normal, which is good practice when you haven't driven with the person leading before. You can still see Cherri in front, but it looks like he's gotten a significant lead already. There we have it. Cherri with the WRX is out of sight.
First night out, well, since I was still in those 500 Twidwear tires that I raced you in the other two videos, which I didn't realize that, you know, for me, that was the grip level was okay. Going against the Miata, my power level was able to make up for your grip ability. So, you know, even on the those little straights we have, I could pick it back up but lose you in the corners. Out here, the road, Tantalus, is absolutely, it's bad. In terms of quality, it's bad. Bumps, huge potholes, like, if your car's not structurally sound, shit will fall off. When I first was on there, I thought I was doing pretty good because, you know, WRX was holding back just because, you know, he's a new driver. I don't want him to get lost on the road. So, you know, we're cruising pretty good pace. Then our first battle came around. My treadwear tires finally had me because I could not grip at all. Like the first corner, I got on the power. All I see is a speedo peg out at 90 from wheel spin, and the WRX is just going away. I'm like, okay, well, obviously, I just chopped it up to being like, okay, that's just a muscle car versus, you know, all-wheel drive and they're wet. What do you expect is going to happen? I was served to Gafflebees by a tune of 25 seconds. He was on FK 615s. I was on some 500 all seasons. That's the battle that actually motivated me to get FKs. Is I'm like, you know what? I need a tire swap if I'm going to be competitive out here. So that was that next day I went out and bought those tires. And when you guys passed me, you fucking kicked my entire front end on fucking rocks and dust. I'm like,
His tires are grippy as shit.
With the new tires bought and being given a taste of the local speed, Backpain investigates the layout of the road in the daytime with the help of another local.
what's up, YouTube? Backpain 4 here. Would you say the unofficial leader of We Are TANTALUS? Or one of the higher up founders?
I guess so.
I mean, I've seen that car there for a while.
Yeah, probably just dumped it there. There's a lot of cars like that here. This hairpin we do call Gorilla because there's a carved in gorilla head onto the wall.
Where?
It's like right there. You see behind the dash cam?
Yeah, behind the thing.
Yeah. This turn is also really slippery for some odd reason.
Yeah, I always noticed that.
Yeah.
I love how close the bushes are here, though. There's not bamboo yet, but just random bushes that you could just take a mirror off on. So this is pretty much just like the last few straights. You can use the warm up your tires, do brake checks, make sure everything's solid before you hit tants on.
Yeah, it's also before the road starts getting really ass. Like this is the last of the smooth.
Yeah. Now right here, he's noticed in a lot of the videos we do light checks, and were you the one that started doing that or started pushing for that?
No, that was all like the older guys, like, cause I get a look, you know? They were doing that before me, and they told me about it, cause I was just diving.
Right. Light checking, just clear your lights like a split second for a hairpin, just make sure it's clear so you can decide what line you have to take, huh?
Yeah, it really helps. Like in like the multiple years I've been doing tents, or just grip in general, I've never had incidents with traffic because of that.
And this is the legendary view.
Yeah, the main lookout.
Right. The one you can actually park at, the other lookout you have to hike to, huh?
No, there's actually another road to go up to that. Oh, hello, G35.
Yeah. Of course, there's a little bit of rain. That's usually the constant for tants.
If you come up here at like sunset to like 7 p.m., fucking cars everywhere. You can't even go fast here. It's just cars everywhere, people everywhere.
Now the foliage right here is decepting because you can't cut anywhere right here because there's a curb right behind those bushes, yeah?
There's a curb, and then actually like right around here there's like a guardrail that starts.
Yeah, I can kind of make out where, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so it like starts like right over here.
Yeah.
But this is a really fun high-speed section.
Have you ever seen anyone eat it around this section?
No, I actually have not. This section people usually are pretty good. I've seen a lot of like normal cars eat it somehow.
Right.
Somehow, some way.
So this is the first, before the start line, there's grip tape on the inside of this, yeah?
Yep, grip tape here. This would be like the start pretty much, but a lot of people do from the main lookout up.
Right.
Just because they like the high speed. Coming up is swing turn.
Swing turn right here. So this is probably this is really where you learn how bad this road is condition wise.
Yeah, this
right
is
now.
really where it starts. And it's just,
yeah. This is the nice little hairpin S's where you could slide if you have the power and momentum, yeah?
yeah.
I never noticed a swing right there.
Yeah, that's why we call it swing turn. There's a swing right there.
Literally, legit a swing.
And all this from here is just absolutely awful.
Those were James. Yes, this absolute
Right here.
shit. Shit.
Just ignored this.
Shit.
Oh my
God. Yeah, and we raced this
yeah.
in anger. Like, I thought you guys would slow down a little bit. No, you just keep going. I'm like, okay, guess fuck mechanical sympathy.
Yeah, I just got rid. I just stopped caring. Grip tape here is really fun.
Yeah.
I've almost seen a lot of cars eat into that guardrail.
Oh, really? It's understeer into it?
Yeah, because of the grip tape, they'll like go on early and just slide out.
Low bushes, and you don't realize how low the trees and everything is.
Yeah, TANTALUS has a lot of foliage. Like just in general, it's a little overgrown. This is Boy Scout. There's a Boy Scout camp here.
Really?
Yeah, like right up here. You can't really see it ever until there.
Oh, okay.
At night, there used to be more parking and more foliage there, and I used to actually sit there and wait for randoms to come and chase and like sneak attack. Like I knew like some of my friends would come up at that time, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'll hide there," and just appear and go.
The more high speed. So this line right here, this is the first of the super tight hairpins. What's this one called?
This is Treehouse.
Treehouse.
There used to be a treehouse like right around the corner.
All right.
And it goes into this really fun high-speed section.
Yes.
It's called like chicanes, I think what we call it at this point.
So this is some fresh asphalt right here. I noticed it's really slick right here in the wet.
Yeah, the paint is really slick. And this is one of the very few places that they repaved. This is where I popped a tire.
Which tire?
Front right, and it slid me out, and I like was out here trying to stop.
This turn I love just because it's just how you have to pretty much take a middle line through the whole thing.
Oh, you just dive this. The outside is so much more bumpy than the inside somehow.
I always see a car parked right here. Use that as reference.
Yeah, that's there.
They have their brave parking their shit right there.
Yep. This actually is so much better than it used to be because they actually patched this. Before, you could never be out here. You would actually like get air. I've almost hit this pole in my white S2000 a few times because I'd slide out going too fast and it would shoot me into that.
This is white fence.
Yeah, this is white fence.
I've understeered on this one hard.
Either you understeer or oversteer. I've seen a lot of people go into this like bushing right here.
Has anyone ever like nailed the inside right here, not knowing how big that curve is?
Yeah, I've actually seen cars go two-wheel there.
Okay, where's the? Okay, why are we turning right here?
Yeah, the signs don't make sense. They don't have a purpose.
Yeah.
This is the start of bamboo. Just because of all the bamboo.
Literal bamboo.
Yep.
Anyone hit the bamboo before?
I have actually made a Mini Cooper understeer into it before by putting pressure. I have that on video too. This is all the high speed too, so like pretty much from that right turn you just hold throttle all the way through, like through this.
You can hold 50, 60 through comfortably all day. Group A is probably holding 80 through here, huh?
Yeah, like 50 to 60 is about Group C, and like I know Group A we cruise this shit at like 75, 80.
Right.
I know some of the older guys, like the blue WRX wagon and white Evo and stuff, 90 through here.
Now, so there's Group C, B, and A, correct?
There's currently, yes, C, B, and A, but B is, we're trying to rework a lot of it right now, a lot of the rankings.
So before we get the one-lane bridge, so you're pretty much timing it from the gate to one-way bridge is the time, correct?
That's for uphill.
For uphill. So Group C is 4 minutes in the dry.
4 minutes in the dry, yeah.
And Group A is 3 minutes or 3:50 or
under 3 minutes.
Under 3 minutes.
Just gotta point this out. This is stitch left. So many people. I've seen countless cars hit this pole, go over there, go into the pole down there, and I've actually seen a Mini Cooper go behind that pole, hit like a bushing, and I saw the under part of his car coming down right here. And we call this stitch left because there's a guy who used to run with us, and he crashed like multiple cars at that turn.
That was his corner pretty much. Huh?
Yeah. This is like I hate this part. This is probably the worst part for me.
Yes.
Although it's a lot better now that they patched a lot of it in the past week. But it's so narrow and it's so bumpy. Complete ass.
This is Lighthouse.
This is Lighthouse. Now you can actually be over here.
Yeah, they actually patched pretty good, because if you harken back to the video with Cherri, he actually went right into this shit.
Yeah, look at that.
This shit was hitting the mirror.
Yep. This is a start of a roller coaster. It's like a little dip, and you can dive it into here. And easily one of my favorite sections.
And you say you can hold speed through here until you see the sign on the left, and that's your braking point, correct?
Yeah, when I'm really at speed, because I'll get to like about 80.
Not this sign.
Not that sign. You hold it through here.
Right.
You just dive through there. The cone's right there.
Those cones, okay.
Yeah, those cones is my braking point for the next point, next turn.
Alright.
So you just on throttle, and like the moment I hit like this little indent on the road right there is the moment I brake. And I trail it into the left here.
Yeah. And I don't think people could realize like how much, I don't know if the cameras are showing up how much elevation change in some of these corners are, but
they're pretty big. Ditch right there.
yeah, huge ditch right there. You pretty much break something with that one, huh?
I grab it every single time I come
Oh, you
there.
can grab it, your car can take it?
Yes.
That's why you break lug nuts. No.
Possibly. This is corkscrew. This is the double apex.
Alright.
Also one of the turns I've seen countless amount of cars crash into. Because you got to come out there, out to here, and then you dive in.
Yeah.
And I've seen cars go right into that. This is where I crashed the white S2. So I dived into here, and there's a lot of mud and berries.
Yeah.
And it was, I didn't go up in a while, and I hit that, and I went right into this mountain at about like 40 to 50.
Oof.
And like it lifted my whole car up, airbags, we're talking like the whole, I ripped my coil in half. And all the control arms was literally 2 pieces. This is zigzags, also that was top lot.
That was Summit, right?
Yeah. So this is top lot, now this is zigzags now.
Yeah.
And zigzags is one of the most fun sections.
It is
all
fun.
this, yeah.
Because you got high curbs, you can't cut them.
You can actually ride these.
Well, you can ride the curbs.
Yes, if you get the angle right, because the way it actually holds is like a, oh wow, hello. It's like a,
Got president up here or what?
for real. It's like a gutter, and like people like Kyle Rye used to ride that, and I learned it from him.
Didn't you say, what's his name, used his truck to ride that curb?
Yeah. There's a lot of people, a lot of the older guys used to ride that curve, and I learned it from them. It's holding this super fast.
This corner, it's decepting at night because you think, okay, where is it? It just keeps going, then all of a sudden, oh shit, turn.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's right there, so I see swerving and they go back. This is sketchy left. I've also seen countless amount of cars going into this.
It's just such a dirty road.
There's actually moss on the section too, and it comes in really hot.
Yeah, you can see the moss. I can pick it out.
You can actually even see the indents on cars there because I see a lot of it, and there's a landslide there. Not fun.
There, I see moss right here.
Yeah.
You get to see it, you get to smell it too. This is the green on the road, that's just straight up moss. And that's always there, huh?
Yep, it's always been here.
And would you consider moss the same grip as mud or water, or is it worse?
It hasn't actually given me too much issues. Although in all season tires, I did notice it because this is where I crashed my daily, hit moss, and went right into that wall. You can actually see the damage from it, and I also pushed the wall back, the whole wall.
And there's parked in the middle of the road.
Yeah, they are.
So this is one-way bridge. This is the end of the time trial. Nice views both ways.
Yep. This is the end of, I guess the uphill. I guess.
Yes, this is the end of uphill. Then it starts. This is the starting downhill of Dark Side.
Yep.
A lot of people people park up here to look, or is this kind of too sketch to park up here?
They park usually right down there.
Oh, okay. As it comes a huge selection of hairpins, you can see in the map. This is probably Drifter's Paradise.
Yeah, a lot of the this is all like the downhill hairpin section. It's like Inoha from Japan.
Yeah.
It's like literally just hairpin section. Yes. Super tight, a lot of big gutters. This is bumpy hairpin. This is one of the worst parts.
This is it. There's no going faster. You just gotta suck it up. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've had a lot of really wild moments on these hairpins actually. Now that I think about it. In my old car, I actually ended up losing grip here once, and I tapped that guardrail, and it straightened me out. Like I was sliding, hit all the bushes. Like the bushes, like cushioned my car, and bumped me, and I went straight. And I kept going.
Huge potholes.
Yep. This is just scratches because it's so deep. You can actually see
deep
scratch.
grooves.
Yeah, from
even I think mine scrapes on this.
Yeah, you can see all the scratches on that. The drifters love this. They flick into this and they go through.
Yeah.
So we call this flick turn now.
Speaking of bikers.
They love that here. lot of the bikers hit it too, and you can come in the day, you'll see a lot of like the casual tailgate drivers, they come through this. So you get like good, 40-45 average action through the whole thing.
Yeah, like right here, this turn feels like you could unsettle your shit too.
Yeah, in the past year, I've seen this go from really smooth to absolutely garbage over there. This is a really high speed section, and it goes into a turn called Stubbs, a hairpin. Yeah. You can actually see through there, so in the day I check if there's cars coming, so I actually go like all the way out here.
And that sign's your braking reference, yeah?
Yeah, that sign right there.
Okay, so you have to pretty much be on the brakes before that, you're fucked.
The moment I see it coming up, because I'm on the wrong side, that's when my heart hit brakes, but I'm going like 80-ish there.
Like a fence right there, looks like from all the bush.
Oh yeah, the nice little like ivy, like, yeah, those are really nice. That turn back there gets a lot of people too, the understeer, because of the high speed, and usually by now with the downhill, a lot of cars' brakes are fading or they're just not used to it.
Yeah.
This now starts 90 straight.
Yes.
From back there you can hold it all the way through. If you get to 90, you're considered fast. I've done 115 here once in the rain. 105 is my comfortable point before I start getting terrified.
I pushed it about 85 through here.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, because some of these bumps right here, if you're on the wrong line, I've hit that bump back there hard. I'm like, ooh, I'm sorry,
I've seen a car two-wheel. Right here is bumpy right. It's gotten so much worse over the 2 years, 2018, 2019. It was like really good. It was really fun. Now it's so bad that I actually don't even go fast. I stop, or I stay like 30 here now.
Yeah.
And it's sad too, because that section going into here is one of my favorite parts too, Camaro straight, because you have clear vision in the day too, and you can just dive it through and get like 80 plus. I'm glad they patched these holes though, because
right here is fun.
Yeah, you can just hold it like 80 plus. And the turn at the end, Eucalyptus, is the start of the famous drift spot. So this is the drift spot right here. What we call Dark Side S, because we have lights on the other side and the dark side here. Absolutely famous spot.
Yeah. I've seen countless videos. This is pretty much everyone you see sliding in Hawaii. This is probably what they're doing, I know.
Yeah, and even today it's still pretty active. Like last night there was a group, and pretty much every night you'll see somebody up here.
I don't see as many skid marks though. This is all grip tape right here.
Yeah, it's all grip tape.
I can not see the skids.
Yeah, no, you see them quite a bit. It's actually just because the road is so bad, you can't really see the skid marks.
Yes.
But there is always action on this part from all the way up. Nice
Second lookout.
Yep. Grip tape here too.
Yeah.
They put the grip tape to stop the drifters, but
I bet this makes it more of a fun challenge.
One, it made a fun challenge, and two, it repaved it, so a lot of the drifters came back because they were like, just gotta hit it harder. So people either up the power on their car, or they just came in way hotter. Like I see Miatas doing like third gear entries and shit now, so because they can handle it, because just throw it in. Usually the drift spot ends there, but a lot of like the more experienced or like the older drifters, they come all the way from the down here section because they just hold it up. Like they'll turn around like right here and just, this is their start. And
you can see where the grip tape section is obviously discolored or colored different. There's actually a big grip difference there, because you could actually hit it way harder.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
If you're a grip driver, it's a godsend.
Yeah, I really wish it like repaved the whole middle part with that. Like the drifters can take this, I'll take the middle section, I'll be completely happy with that.
Yep.
Also, all the dark S section, there's a big gutter, and a lot of the cars who aren't really low can gutter grab that really well.
This is the last hairpin of the course.
Yep, coming up. And you can like get a nice line, because you can see through there too, so you can just line and then dive.
Right.
Nice stance GS.
Yes.
Love blasting through those too.
It's pretty much final straight. Alright, well that's the full course.
Yep.
Hopefully now when we start, pretty much anything official battles is held up in TANTALUS, yeah?
Yeah, we want to move to other roads too, but TANTALUS, especially because that's like known as the racing road for Hawaii.
Alright, well thanks for the tour. Now, hopefully everyone that views these videos in the future will know, okay, so that's where they're at.
There you have it, a full rundown of the main road. Hopefully this helps you guys understand the layout for what you're going to see in the next episodes. Stay tuned by subscribing and doing the bell job, and as always, thank you for your support. I'll try to answer any questions in the comments, and let me know what type of content you want to see in the future. Before we go, here's a quick peek of episode 2.